What's happening, y'all? Today I got a video for y'all. I'm finna teach y'all how to be a better lockdown on 2K. Now this is just the first part of the video. Really, I'm just going over the settings and the badges. I don't got gameplay for y'all right now, but I will be coming with some gameplay pretty soon. Now the first step is your settings. You want to be at the main menu and go over to your features and then go to controller settings. And once you're in controller settings, you want to scroll down to who to guard, defensive assistance, or defensive assist with the 10's defense, same thing, and box out assist strength. Now, you want to start off on who to guard. This is personal preference. You can leave it on or turn it off. I always leave mine off because I kind of hate the arrow. I don't like the way the arrows look. I get distracted and I be looking at the arrow. Call me stupid or whatever. It don't matter, but I like turning it off. Now, defensive assistance. Now, the sweet spot is anywhere from 5 to 20. If you feel like you really that good, turn it to 0. But anywhere between this, you good. Like, if you just starting out, I would probably say start off at 20. If 20 feel like it's too much for you, drop it down. If this feel like it's still too much, drop it down. Or if you feel like you getting better at defense, you just could keep dropping until you hit 5 and possibly go down to 0. But the lower it is, the more control you have over your player. The higher it is, the more the game will make you move and do and react to who's ever in front of you dribbling the ball. But for me, I leave it at 0. Sometimes I bump it up to 5, but most times it's sitting at 0. Alright, so now that we have this up, oh yeah, box out strength, you can leave this at 50 or you can put it up to 60 or anything like that. I wouldn't say do something like this. Don't put it up to 100. Don't be that guy. Now you can leave it at 50. It really doesn't change too much for you. But now we about to get into the badges. Alright, now we're on the badges. Now this badge setup works for almost any game mode you play. I'm not sure about Annie Up because I don't play Annie Up. But for sure, neighborhood, rec. The biggest part, this badge setup works perfect for rec or 5v5 ProAM. Alright, so now let's get into it. The most important lock badge you want to have though is clamps. For sure, you can't play lockdown without clamps. You can't lock nobody up without having clamps, really. I highly doubt you can, because clamps, just what it says in the description, it boosts the ability to stay in front of the ball handler on the perimeter. So this makes it a lot easier for you to stay lined up with whoever's dribbling the ball on offense. It helps you stay in front of them and keep them from getting to the rim or getting the clean shot off. It'll help you out. Now the second badge you want to get into is actually menace. Second badge, a lot of lockdowns I know don't use this, but this badge is very good. It helps you get bump animations, and like if they're running up court or anything like that and you get close to them, you get like a crazy little bump animation where you like grab their hip or something like that. You just stay on their hip and you keep running with them. It like slows them down too, so that's what menace does for you. It really harasses people, just what it says in the description. It alters their movement and all that. So like they're dribbling, trying to combo up and stuff like that, you get up close on them and you get a bump on them, it kind of cancels all their dribble animations out and make them kind of move sluggish. They might have to step back and try and reposition themselves to keep dribbling. So menace is definitely a badge you want to have as a lockdown. It doesn't matter if you have it in Hall of Fame or gold. Just for this video purpose, I'm putting a lot of them to the highest tier, but this isn't the setup you want to run for all of them. These two, yes. Now the third one we want is Intimidator. Intimidator is a great badge. It causes people to miss shots more often as long as you're in the vicinity, the general vicinity of the shot. So as long as you're somewhat in front of them and you get a hand up, even if you don't get a hand up, it still gives you some form of contest on the shot. Now you really want to have your hand up though. Like with Intimidator, if you have your hand up in them, I guarantee you every shot, if you're close by, it will be at least 40% or higher of a contest if you're very close. You'll probably never make it. Now, the fourth badge we're gonna get into is pickpocket. Now this badge is very good, but they kind of nerfed it a little bit. You don't really get as many pickpocket steals anymore with it, but it's still a very good badge to have. Now this badge helps you steal the ball from ball handlers. And how you use this badge properly is you don't want to just run around spamming X all day on ball handlers and nothing like that. It's like when you're playing good defense and you see them crossing over or something like that, there's like a little delay or a little gap in between crossovers where you can steal the ball. If you play previous 2Ks, you know when you're like dribbling, you see them the dotted circle around your feet or the red circle around your feet or something like that. Those are the times you can lose the ball or get the ball stolen. Those are the times you're wide open for a steal. Now, when you're playing defense, you don't see that, but you will know when you can press X and when not to press X. And you also, this badge works when they have low energy or no unpluckable 2. You're more likely to get the steal off of them with pickpocket. So this is definitely a good badge you want. If they have low unpluckable or low energy, it's a guaranteed steal. And if they're dribbling or comboing up, you kind of got to time going for the steal right to get it. And you're still not going to get it all the time, so you can go for bump steals too. Bump steals you don't need pickpocket to get. Now the 5th badge you want to have is Interceptor. Interceptor is a very, very good badge. I would possibly put this over pickpocket though, but Interceptor got nerfed hard at the beginning of the season. Well, first season I think it got nerfed. You know, everybody knew about it. If you put it in Hall of Fame, all you have to do is be close and your player will automatically lunge and grab the ball out there without you pressing a button on the controller. They recently nerfed that, so now you actually have to press X. Interceptor is still a very, very good badge. It helps you get crazy lunge animations in passing lanes. And sometimes you still get tipped passes, but I'm cool with tip passes as long as the offensive player I'm guarding, who I'm playing lanes on, don't get the ball. I'm fine. 6th badge we're gonna get into is actually ankle brace. I'm gonna put this on gold just for this video. Ankle brace. This badge reduces the chances of you getting crossed over, so this badge is kind of the cancel for tight handles and ankle breaker, those 2 playmaking badges. I don't think it helps you at all if they have play take, so you want to be cautious of that. If they have play take, you still could possibly get your ankles broken, but this, you won't be really getting stunned by anything if they're doing momentum spams or anything like that, or any other combo. You're probably rarely gonna get stunned by it, so it'll help you play a lot better defense. There's no delay at anything. It's a definite badge you want to have as a lockdown. Now, 7th badge you want to have, Chase Down Artist. Chase Down Artist is still an overpowered badge on this game. I've heard they nerfed it and all that, but it don't seem like anything's been done to it at all. Chase down blocks are crazy on this game. That's all I need to say. Now, 8th badge we're gonna get into is actually Hustler. We got 3 left. I'm gonna put it on silver. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it on silver. Hustler just helps you chase the ball a little bit better. Like if it's a loose ball, your player will run faster or anything like that. You run faster, dive farther. That's what Hustler does for you. So it's an optional badge, but it's still a good badge to get. So if any chances you have a loose ball and it's rolling across the court and you have Hustler on, 9 times out of 10 you're going to be the first person to get the ball. And after that, the next 2 badges, we have Rim Protector. Rim Protector is an underrated badge for a lockdown. So like, I play a lot of 5v5 game modes, Rec and ProAM, and I run up against them comp lineups where it's like a 5 out. They have a slash and player or some other form of slash or running PG, and they just rim run you the whole game, and you really can't get any help, or you do have to switch in order to stop them. If you have Rim Protector, you don't have to switch. So I could guard him up top the entire way, and if he rim runs me, I have Rim Protector and Chase Down Artists working with me to get the blocks or get the stop. So it's definitely an underrated badge for a lockdown to have. And I know a lot of people make their lockdowns at point guard. Don't be one of them guys. You make them at point guard, you can't get Rim Protector. Rim Protector on the lockdown is very, very good, especially when you're playing against slashers. Rim Protector also pops up with Chase Down Artists. So you definitely want to have rim protector on your lock. So make your locks a shooting guard or small forward. Most likely shooting guard because you get more badges. Now, the last badge we want is Rebound Chaser. Same thing as rim protector and chase down. If you're playing one of the 5-out lineups or 3-out neighborhood where it's 3 shooters and one of them is a slasher, if you get a stop on them at the rim, you have Rebound Chaser. You can get the rebound over them so they don't get second chances to put the ball up again, or they don't get a panic pass out 3-pointer because one of your teammates want to drop and help you get the board because you're a lockdown. You have rim protector and Rebound Chaser, so you really don't need to switch if you're guarding a slash or something like that and they take you to the rim and you get a stop. They can stay put where they are and trust you to get a rebound or get a block on them if you have these two. Now, I know this might look funny and y'all wonder why I don't have stuff like Pick Dodger on, Tireless Defender, or I know some talking about Ball Stripper. Now I'm gonna get to these 3 for y'all. Now, Pick Dodger, I don't use Pick Dodger because Pick Dodger really doesn't work. Pick Dodger, even if you hit screens, you have Pick Dodger Hall of Fame, it still takes more time to get around it. And if they're just spamming left, right, you're screwed either way. Either way it goes. If you do have Pick Dodger or if you don't, if you hit the screen, you're stuck and you're gonna keep going that way. They can easily make you hit the screen and cut back and go the other way. You're moving to the other side of, which means you're out of the play anyway, no matter what level your Pick Dodger's on. If you cross over the screen, you're out the play. If he cuts back, you're gone. So Pick Dodger is kind of pointless to me. It doesn't really help you either way. So if they're setting screens, you either want to play sides and hedge, that's it. But Pick Dodger does not help you on defense really to me. So it's a useless badge for me to use. I've never used Pick Dodger. I've tried and it really doesn't help me. Tireless Defender, this badge is not really all that because you don't expend a lot of energy playing defense on here. Unless you're one of the people that just holds turbo the whole time on defense. And you don't want to be that guy. You don't need the whole turbo on defense. If anything, you're going to cause your player to slide a lot more on defense if you're running around with turbo. Alright, so Tireless Defender, you never need it. If anything, you just use the left analog stick to hold defense, and you use right trigger or turbo to catch up if they beat you up court, and that's it. And you use the left trigger when you're trying to get a bump on, when you're trying to hold them into a bump animation. It's that simple. So Tireless Defender is not needed. Ball Stripper, you can use Ball Stripper, but most times I jump with people instead of trying to go for the rip on slashers and stuff like that. Because you have Pickpocket and Ball Stripper, somewhat similar, but you could swap them out if you want. If you want to be that lockdown that presses X at people going to the rim on you, that's fine too. But me personally, I don't really use it like that unless it's a post score. That's when I use something like Ball Stripper. But other than that, I don't use it. Now, you can screenshot this and everything, but these are a very good badge loadout for you to have on a lockdown build. Or some variation of these. Like if I was actually running this, I wouldn't have most of these at this level. Most likely chase down would be on bronze, and sometimes I will have this on bronze if I'm depending on what lockdown build I'm on. With this one I have 30 badges. This is my pure red P-lock, so I got more than enough badges to Hall of Fame a lot of these. So on this build, this stays in Hall of Fame. But then I have these two. I can slap these two here and run with this, or if I want to be more toxic, I can do something like that, or take these off and put them right there, put them here and put that one here, something like that. You can run a lot of different variations with this stuff. Take this off, do that, do 30 badges. You can do a lot with 30 badges. So peace.